when you don't finish your chances, good teams punish you, and that was the story of the game tonight at Red Bull Arena. Saturday, September 3rd, the Supporters Shield leading Philadelphia Union take all 3 points from the New York Red Bulls. 2-0 is our final score. I'm James Burley alongside Nick Guzman for WFUV Sports. Nick, we've been at Red Bull Arena all season long. We've only seen one home win together. I know they had a tough opponent tonight, but with that performance in the first half, I think you and I both thought today might be a day where they get a really big 6-point home win.
Possession-wise, that's the best the Red Bulls have played, in that first half. The midfield was working well with Dru Yearwood and Daniel Edelman. Elias Manuel looked very good starting up front. Lewis Morgan looked good. Luquinhas had some good moments. The Red Bulls had chances to score in that first half, but they could not capitalize. And this is the Philadelphia Union. This is a very good team. Like James said, when you don't score, I had a feeling in my stomach that when the Red Bulls did not score a goal in that first half, they were going to get punished, and that's exactly what happened. But we've seen too many times this season, the Red Bulls have positive performances in the first half and just come out for whatever reason in the second half with their foot off the pedal a little bit, and in the 48th minute, Philadelphia took the lead.
Yeah, and not enough can be said about how good this Philadelphia side is. They deservedly in first place in the entire league now with the result. Mikkel Uhre is the one who gets the goal in the 48th minute, the Danish striker, in his first season with Philadelphia, replacing Kasper Schmeichel up top. Well worked in the midfield, a little bit of defensive poor structure from the Red Bulls. Aaron Long was caught out, Nealis was called out. Andres Reyes came off at halftime with an injury. That's a big blow for the Red Bulls. His reemergence into the squad has been huge. And yeah, it was a free finish for Mikkel Uhre, a player of his status. Even if Carlos Coronel is the guy in goal, he's not going to be able to stop it. And that was the biggest turning point of the game, and it continued further into that second half there.
And with Reyes' injury, we saw the back line look a lot more shaky than it has in a while. Tom Edwards officially now gone to Barnsley in England. So center back depth is not great right now. With Reyes out, it really just leaves Aaron Long, Sean Nealis. Dylan Nealis can fill in a pinch. But it's a back line that has looked shaky at times this season. That loss to Colorado, 4-3. It was a 5-3. But for the Red Bulls in this game, it just was a matter of not taking your chances in the first half. Philadelphia got that second goal in the 74th minute through Daniel Gazdag. Another lapse of concentration from New York in the second half. The Red Bulls tried to fight their way back into it, had some chances. Really, after the first goal, they had a good spell of possession. Andre Blake, who was getting MVP chance from the Philly fans, and well-deserved so. He's done such good work in MLS for so long.
Yeah.
And the Red Bulls really started to lose their cool a little bit in 94th minute. Dru Yearwood looked like punted a ball into the stands, shades of Kaku a few years ago. He was shown a red card. It looked like a fan got injured in the process. Yearwood also jumped into the stands. He was sent off. But that's really just kind of the frustration boiling over for New York.
Yeah, and while we've sat here and talked about the managers a lot, specifically Gerhard Struber, because he is the manager for the New York Red Bulls, and because he has been the victim of a lot of scrutiny, because there have been some questionable decisions he's made with substitutions during matches, with lineups before matches. I think he got the game right today. I think he put the best 11 on the field. I think he managed the game well. You could say that Omir Fernandez as the first sub off the bench wasn't a great option, but I thought he gave his team the tools to come away with all 3 points. But the same could be said on the other side for Jim Curtin. Former MLS Coach of the Year, got shouts to be the USMNT head coach before Bearhalter was given the job. He knew that if he gave the Red Bulls the ball in the first half and they didn't score, that the second half they could come in and put the game to rest, and that's exactly what they did. Make no mistake about it, this was planned from the Philadelphia Union. But I have to give Gerhard Struber some credit as well for the way he set up his team. We got the chance to speak to Gerhard Struber after the match. Here's what he had to say.
When we look back in the first half, I think we controlled the whole game. I think it was also a little bit more dangerous like them. We have won good chances and very good transition moments. I can remember with Lewis Morgan, Elias, and in the end with Luki, where we miss a little bit the luck, but I think the shape works in this direction. Also the behavior was good, and against the ball we controlled, I would say, everything. And then I think the second goal what we give away very cheap was out of order, a blackout. We give the ball in the first line, and this is a present, a gift from the sky, what we send in this moment. It's very cheap how they score the goals against us today, how they realize in the end the win. We invest a lot, but we was in booths I would say, penalty areas, not top in decision making. We have 3 top chances, we cannot use that, and we have on the other side moments where we get goals too easy. And
with 4 games remaining in the regular season, the Red Bulls sit in 3rd place in the Eastern Conference. The top 4 teams in the East will get a home playoff match. That's really the plan for the Red Bulls right now, is to get a home playoff match, although their home form has not been great this season.
It's ironic.
It'd almost be better if they were on the road, but the Red Bulls are looking to finish strong this season. They play New England on Saturday at home. I'll be there for that one. For WFUV Sports, I'm Nick Guzman. This is James Burley. Thank you so much for tuning in.